Makaih.
Drop.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Wrecked Cobra project. We're back with this. We're back at it. I had to take a week off to go and go out and wire some cars out at the painter at Ken Pike's place. So, but we're back. So let's check out and see what Gilly got done while we were gone. So, looks like Gilly was able to hook up and get the tie rods all hooked up. He was able to finish our access cover panel. Our top panel is now secured and in. Got our hole cut for our windshield mount. And then he got the top of the battery box done. So the battery box is now fully sealed in. We sealed it in because the amp's going to be on the back here. And just in case, every now and then you get caught in rainstorms and all that. So we wanted to have this all sealed up so no moisture could get into and get to the back of the amp. So that's where we stand right now. So things that we're going to work on today, we're going to work on finishing, getting the amp fully mounted and in, possibly even covered with carpet. And then we are going to finish. We started laying up the dash. You guys saw that, but now we're going to actually get into possibly cutting holes, getting the things mounted in there, getting the dash laid up so we can start working on the in-curve or the curved insides of this thing. What else we got going on? We got the transmission primed. Now we're about ready to start painting it. So those are going to be the things that we're going to work on today. So with that, thank you for joining us. Hey, if you guys are new, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button to this video. Helps us out and all that with YouTube. Those of you that have been here with us and have subscribed, here we go again. Alright guys, we got to get some holes mounted, drilled into the bottom of this so that we can mount this down. Yeah.
What are you making?
This is the base that the amp sits in.
Oh.
So gotta get it drilled so we can mount it to the car. All right, we've measured 5, 6, 12, 10 times. It's just now time to quit measuring and start cutting. So we've got the, I don't know if you can see this, but yeah, it's really hard to see. But we've got our panel lines, we've got our lines drawn out for our holes for the radio and for the dash so far. Yeah, you can see it there. So stood back here, made sure, had to move it a couple times, but it is now centered in the dash, centered above all up through the transmission tunnel. So we're going to now cut the holes out and go from there. Dash in, so let's see how like a glove. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, here we go. Let's put them both in.
I was gonna put those panels down there. Yeah, I just lost it.
I just want to let you know that I made this
In one try.
in one cut.
You better be getting better at this shit. Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, that was sick. Les Mullets 2.4. Did you watch it?
What's that?
Les Mullets 2.4.
What is that?
Cletus Farland had another race, the Freedom Factory.
I saw your comment on. No, I didn't want it. Is there a top to this? Top, bottom?
No.
Nope.
Universal. Don't make the holly fall. That's all I care.
Oh, you suck. I knew that was gonna happen.
Divot it. Bend it.
Hmm?
Just hit it down with a hammer.
It went down.
The plate on the bottom.
Oh god. Well, it sits a little higher too.
Yeah.
I still think we're gonna be.
Yeah, it needs to go up at least. I'd say flush with the bottom. What do you think? All the way up to this line?
I think so, but I mean, what's that gonna?
You know what you could do?
How's that gonna look?
Hmm? It'll look just the same, just higher. I mean, it's gonna look just as good. It's just gonna be taller.
We can't go all the way up there.
Well, no, you can leave it down a little bit.
Gonna look okay with that big open space underneath it.
Like it needs an EQ.
Oh. All right, change of plans. We had to move the radio higher up because the bottom was hitting behind here, so it had to go up. We were gonna put the management here, but now we're changing tactics. Now we're gonna put the management there. So that's what we're doing. Alright guys, as I was doing this, I wasn't sure about this plan for the get-go. You're going to see Adam's going to come in here a minute after we do this, and I 100% agreed with him before I even started. I'm not even sure why I didn't just Velcro this thing here, but yeah, we went full send on this thing. Probably should have questioned my antics and my tactics when I did it, but you know, that's where it's at. So yeah, we ended up putting it here. As you can see, we made the filler for the radio. That was just another, I won't say oversight, but it was an oversight. We make mistakes. I'm not afraid to admit them. So what we did, we thought through the process. We got the radio where it is. Now we're just going to kind of get this piece back where it needs to be. So let's get back into it.
Moment of truth.
Yo, homie.
Hey. Hey, that looks good.
Look at the bottom.
We had to change some things because when this was low,
Oh.
it's at an angle, so it was diving into
Yeah.
the top of this. So we had to move it up.
Alright.
And then we were like, oh, well, it opened up. How do you feel about this here as compared to where it was going to be.
I mean, it just looks awkward because it's so smashed in there. It doesn't really have a good aesthetic look to it.
Okay.
It's a useful position, probably, obviously.
It's driver friendly.
I mean, this would be here too. I mean, it could go here. It's 4 mounting holes. It's not a big deal. So.
That would be the only thing I have to say about it. It looks like you're smashing it in there. Plus, you're gonna have the transom cover coming in over it, and then the transom cover is gonna have like stuff on it. I think it's gonna look really squeezed in.
Because it's going to be right here.
Yeah, it's gonna be like sitting on it. I think it's gonna look awkward.
Okay. Alright guys, we're kind of all over the place in this video, but we're going to change some things up. We're going to add some more of the ceramic coating to the firewall. So, we had painted this black, but we're noticing that for this to be a show car, one, of course black gets super dirty, super easy, so, and these cars are so hot. We want a little more thermal insulation on it. So we're gonna spray all of the firewall, all of that with more insulation. We're gonna bring it up. We're gonna bring it up higher over here. We're gonna bring it up higher over there. So that's what we're doing right now. All right, we're going to finish this day out with the way that we started it off. So we're going to finish the amp. Finally got all our painted parts are now dry and all that kind of good stuff. So we're going to put them in and go from there. All right, So we generally give you guys a pretty good exit out of like what we did over the day, but this was one of those days where I was kind of ready to be done working and filming. It had been a hard, long day, lots of decisions, lots of brain power, that kind of stuff. And then I went and finished the day out with these riv nuts, and they were not cooperating whatsoever. I got them to a point where they worked and they held it in, but it's just the way it is. So we will see you guys in the next one. We got some cool stuff coming. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you have subscribed, sweet. We love it. Thank you guys for being here. Check out our other stuff, and we'll see you next time.